Everybody, welcome back to the channel. And the deep dive for Vox just came out, and I want to give my initial thoughts and reactions. Vox, so just to start out with, looks pretty solid and has a really simple rotation and simple kit that I think can do pretty well here. Basically, you just every time you hit the opponent with a light or medium, you're gaining a cruelty or fury. If you get hit, I think you get an armor up. Basically, I mean, they're called like a different kind of fury or whatever. Corrupted, I think, is what they're called. But it doesn't really matter. They're just furies and cruelties. Then you convert them all into degen, and the longer the degen is on the opponent, the more damage it does, which is pretty unique. You can pause this by hitting into their block, or if they have an unstoppable or unblockable, it'll pause the degens as well. And yeah, you can kind of use this in unique ways to kind of extend as much damage as you can from the degeneration. And he also has some unique synergies, but I wanted to mention this mechanic, this pre-fight he has, where if you pop this, never back down, Vox will not move backwards when dodging, and it'll persist between fights. And you can turn it off, I think, off. Allow Vox, yeah, so you can turn it on and off whenever you want, which is cool, but I guess it's just so that he can stay close to the opponent. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to think of, like, in his kit why that would be useful. I really am trying to think. I'm not quite sure. If someone knows, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I guess maybe if you're on a node like Caltrops, maybe that's why you would use it. I'm not sure, actually. I'm trying to think. But yeah, so super interesting kit. Doesn't need an awakened ability, in my opinion, but it is kind of handy because you do need it to pause the effects. Here, let me find it real quick. Here it is. So let's back up just a little bit more. So contact with a blade of Vox's scythe increases the damage active of personal degenerations by 3%. Each time Vox's personal degenerations are inflicted, the next time activates unblockable unstoppable effect. Yeah, so basically the pausing effect is in the awakened ability. So I mean, I don't think it's necessary, but definitely helps, obviously. Oh, and I guess his pre-fight is with the awakened ability as well. I'm just reading this now. So I guess, I don't know. I guess you still wouldn't need that. I'm gonna say you don't need him awakened to start, okay? But he definitely has some really good stuff in the awakened ability. And then he has some interesting synergies, nothing crazy. Basically, he just has one with himself that increases his attack by 2% for each Vox on the team. You'll probably never use that. I don't know why you would. But whatever. And then he has the join or die. So he's kind of like an inhuman like blade, right? So anyone tagged with inhuman, he's really good against. He has special stuff in his kit that increases his attack and stuff when he's fighting them, or when he defeats one. And then this is a synergy that kind of extends to that. For each inhuman a Vox has defeated over the course of the quest, they start the fight with a corrupted intensify. And then the inhuman ones, for each one that Vox has defeated, they will gain an indefinite fury for each one, granting 30% attack rating. That's actually really huge. Like, this could be a new trinity. You know how, like, Blade gives Spider-Man those charges right off the bat, and then and Blade has that synergy with Mephisto where now he gains effects across all Mystic champs. So this is kind of like that, except for Inhumans. So you put on Medusa, who's a really cool champion. Then every time he defeats an Inhuman, then he'll gain Corrupted Intensify, and they'll gain attack rating, Fury. So it's pretty interesting. So here's the only problem with that. I think these are the only Inhumans in the game. Unless I chose something wrong here on the website. Inhuman, I guess these are the only ones. There's 5. I guess if you see Black Bolt, Karnak, Medusa, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and Quake on a quest, I guess. Maybe I'm just setting this up wrong. Yeah, so I looked on the game, and it looks like it's just those 5. And so, I mean, it's a cool synergy, but it's not going to be that useful, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, he also has this one. This one's pretty interesting, too. So, with Null and a champion that hasn't been announced yet or released yet, you'll lose an additional 5% health from the double edge mastery, but it also grants an additional 10% attack rating. And so, double edge here is something, I think, do I run this? Where is this at? Double edge. Increase all the attacks with it. Yes, I do run this, actually, I think. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Null's a very good champion as well, so this one's actually more of a realistic synergy. But, yeah, I'm very excited for this champion. He looks badass, and he looks like he's actually going to be very solid and easy to use. So, you know, those are always great. So, anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know your reaction to the Vox deep dive. I'll put a link in the description below so you can watch it yourself. And yeah, that's it for this video. Y'all take care.